All right, geometry classes, welcome to lesson number 3 at home. Outside the circle. All right, I gave you this quick rundown on Monday with the formula. And when the vertex of the angle is outside the circle, like they are in these two pictures, then you have to subtract the big arc minus the little arc and divide it by 2, and that'll tell you how many degrees are in the angle. So here's an example of that. If the big arc is 100 and the little arc is 40, then you do 100 minus 40, and you get 60. Divide 60 by 2, and you get 30, and that's how many degrees are in the angle, and it's that simple. Now, not every problem is going to be solving for the angle. Some of them will be solving for the little arc or solving for the big arc, and you start off with the same exact formula we just did on the last one, but now your first step is going to be multiplying the 2 to the other side because you're either solving for BA or you're solving for LA, which means you have to get either BA or LA all by itself on that side of the equation. So you have to multiply by 2 to the other side, and then add or subtract the BA or the LA to figure out what X is. So in this first example, we're missing the little arc, the LA. So it's 120 minus LA, and LA is X in this case. Big arc minus little arc. Big arc is 120. LA is X. So all the way down on this line, you see it's 2 times 20, because 20 is the angle. So you double that angle, you multiply 2 to the other side. So you end up with 40 is equal to 120 minus x, which is 80. And if you plug that back into the picture, 120 minus 80 is 40. Half of 40 is 20. It works. All right, and it's the same concept over here. It's actually the algebra is a little bit easier if you're missing the big arc. You plug in your numbers and you get 2 times 40 is equal to x minus 30. You just add 30 to the other side, which is 80, and 30 plus 80 is 110. So these are the 3 different types of problems that you could have when the angle is outside the circle. You could be missing the angle, or you could be missing the little arc, or you could be missing the big arc. One of 3 different situations. They all use the same formula. It's just a matter of a little bit of algebra. Or if you want to do these in your head, some of these are not very difficult. You could probably figure out that you need this to be 110 because double 40 is 80. And what number do you subtract 30 from to get to 80? 110. 110 minus 30 is 80, and half of 80 is 40. So I hope that helps. That's what all the Wednesday homework problems are problems outside the circle. I will talk to you tomorrow.